Si le président de l'Indonésie.
I thank the President of Indonesia. I now give the floor to the President of Senegal.
Le discours qu'ils n'ont pas déposé. Messieurs les co-présidents,
Co-chairs, dear colleagues, Secretary General of the United Nations, ladies and gentlemen, I commend the leadership of France and Saudi Arabia, and I commend the commitment of all here present to the Palestinian cause. This conference is being held at a time when the world's conscience has been shaken to its very core by the indefensible situation in Gaza. That situation has gone beyond all limits. We are witnessing an indescribable tragedy bearing all the hallmarks of ethnic cleansing. In the face of such inhumanity on such scale, to say nothing, to do nothing is not an option. That choice would even be passive complicity. We are here to recall the very meaning of the founding principles of the United Nations: the sovereignty of peoples, equality of rights, peace through justice, the respect of international law, and the protection of civilians, even in times of war. These are all values that have today been annihilated and which now lie under Gaza's rubble. Senegal reaffirms its unwavering commitment to a two-state solution, with Palestine and Israel living side by side, each within safe and internationally recognized borders. That was the goal of the partition plan for Palestine decided upon by the United Nations. This is also a demand for peace and security for the peoples of the two countries. This is a call for justice and humankind. It is for this reason that Senegal supports the outcome document of our meeting prepared by the ministerial conference held last July. My country at that conference co-chaired the round table on compliance with international law. To make a difference, we must together send out a clear message. The occupation must cease. The suffering of civilians must cease. We must work towards an immediate ceasefire. Israel must stop its bombing and authorize the delivery of humanitarian aid by the United Nations. The United Nations must consider deploying a stabilization and observation mission to guarantee that Israel's illegal actions stop. In brief, the promise of two states must finally be fulfilled. In this connection, I commend the recent adoption by the UN General Assembly of a resolution for a peaceful two-state solution that was adopted by an overwhelming majority. The Senegal also commends the historic decision taken by countries that have today decided to recognize the state of Palestine. As chair of the Committee on the Exercise of the Inalienable Rights of the Palestinian People, Senegal will continue to get on board with any initiative aimed at fostering the return of a lasting peace to Palestinian lands. I appeal here to the world's conscience. Here, we're not looking to pit one side against another or to choose between them. But what we're looking to do here is to defend life, to ensure the voice of reason and law can ring out, and to preserve what makes our common humanity, that is, our capacity for empathy, justice, and solidarity. It is time to take tangible measures to create a viable Palestinian state. I thank you.
Je remercie Le pré-
I thank the President of Senegal. I now give the floor to the Sovereign Prince of Monaco.
Cher co-président,
Dear co-chairs, President of the General Assembly, Secretary General of the United Nations, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank France and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for having convened this conference and invited us to it. Since the very beginning, we have spoken out as the Principality of Monaco loud and clear to defend indissociable rights, that of Israel to live within safe and recognized borders and to enjoy security therein, and the right of the Palestinian people to have a sovereign, viable and democratic state. Today we wish to reaffirm our unwavering support to Israel's existence, and we also wish to recognize Palestine as a state under international law. That is what I'm doing here before you now. The 7th of October 2023 was in its full horror the starting point of the current chaos. It is now more urgent than ever before to move towards